What's a liqueur? How do you use them? How many liqueur bottles do I have under here? What do I keep in stock? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, everybody, to The Art of Doing. We seek to inspire you to practice doing new and different things, discover new passions, and explore new curiosities with follow-along videos, how-tos, and explainer videos just like this one. So if you're new to the channel, please consider giving us a subscribe and stick around to see what new type of things we get into next. Today we're going to be discussing liqueurs, and I've had a lot of people ask me to explain to them what I have under this cabinet. I've got a bunch of boozes under here and they want to know what's in it. I figured I'd break it down into smaller chunks. There's too many to go through all at once, so let's start with liqueurs. Now, what is a liqueur? Liqueur is a liquor. It's distilled and it's highly sweetened, and it's usually infused with oils or herbs, many different things. Today I'm going to be going over a bunch of different types, show you how to use them, how I use them, the good things they're used for, and just kind of give you a basic overview. I don't know if you noticed, but today I'm wearing my Cancer Stinks shirt by Threads by Brez. Go check her out. And at the end of this video, I'll give you a little more information about how you can get some shirts like this. And I've also got a t-shirt giveaway for some new Art of Doing t-shirts that I've got. And so stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you how you can win some of those. Well, let's start with the first one. This is no particular order. This is an easy one. A lot of people know this one, Triple Sec. Pretty generic. It's an orange liqueur. I actually prefer this over Cointreau for my margaritas. It's a very strong orange flavor. Nothing special there to get into, so let's go to the next one. Cointreau or Grand Marnier. This is a Grand Marnier. It's a product of France. This is cognac and orange. Kind of fancies up your margarita a bit, but like I said, everybody's tastes are a little different. I prefer the Triple Sec to this, but I still keep it in stock. It's great. We're flying right through them. Let's talk about one that you may not know, and I'm a little thirsty, so this one I'm actually going to taste. This is Becherovka. It's from Czechoslovakia, or Czech Republic now. It's infused with a lot of herbs. It's a very bitter tasting liqueur, and not something that you would typically use for, what's a strong pour for a tiny little taste. Not something you would typically use for a mixed drink or a cocktail. I usually keep this in the freezer. It's higher proof than a lot of liqueurs. It's 38%. It's kind of got a layered taste to it. Smells of cinnamon. Starts off real sweet, then cinnamony, and then a very almost medicine-y bitter finish and aftertaste. That's excellent, though. Let's see. Chambord. This is a liqueur out of France. It's a berry-flavored liqueur. Very purple in color, so when you're mixing up cocktails with this one, if you want to get a good purple color, use this. It's black raspberry flavored, and I'll use this in anything I want a berry flavor. I make a nice margarita with that one. Very popular with a vodka. Vodka and Chambord and a little bit of soda and some ice. Pretty popular. Let's go to something different. This is Benedictine. This is a liquor out of France. This is terrible. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. And the only reason I have it is because a good friend of mine really likes it. I don't think he really likes it. I think he's really just punishing himself for some past sin. But I keep it around because he enjoys it, and when he comes over he likes to drink it. But not all Benedictine is the same. This is one of my favorite bottles in my whole collection. This is a Benedictine from Rome, specifically from a monastery called St. Paul's outside the Wall, that I had a friend of mine who traveled to Rome bring me a bottle back, and I'm eternally grateful. This is delicious. It's very sweet. It's got some herb flavors in it and a strong black tea flavor. And yeah, might as well take a little taste. I don't try this that often because I have so little of it. It's a much better pour if I'm going to be going through a bunch of liqueurs today. Alcohol note in the front. Like I say, very sweet, very herby, but mostly a black tea flavor, I think. But it reminds me of another one that's made by monks. This is chartreuse. Pardon me, so good. Chartreuse is a booze that has a color named after it. That is the reason why chartreuse is this color green. This is made also by monks. It's a product of France. Very high alcohol content. What is this? 55%, so 110 proof. A lot of fun herb flavors out of this. It's such a strong flavor that if you are making cocktails with this, a lot of times it's just, you'll see a little bit of that sugar dropping off. A lot of times it's just a tiny spritz in a glass, because you pick up so many herb flavors, a little bit of licorice flavor. Super strong, and it's got a almost a black peppery type of taste to it, but mainly a licorice anise type of flavor. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see, what else we have? Midori. Another bartender's friend. This one gets pulled out a lot of times if you want a green colored drink. It's a melon liqueur. Fairly low alcohol, 20% by volume. But that's a standard. If you're looking for another type of melon liqueur, this is actually a citrus, but I think it's a citrus melon. It's called Taiku. It's got a fun light in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. But it is actually an American product, but it's styled after a Japanese fruit. It's very light and crisp citrus flavor. I don't think it stands up well to a dark booze. This wouldn't go well with a bourbon or even a strong tequila, but I make a great gin drink with it. Stands up well with vodka. I make a great gin shooter with that and a couple other ingredients that people that don't or think they don't like gin actually really appreciate. It's called Taiku. Let's see. This is St. Elder. It's elderberry flower flavored. Elderflower liqueur has been quite the rage in the last several years. There's another popular elderberry brand, and I've tried them. I've done a back-to-back taste test, and I actually prefer the St. Elder. It's a little bit cheaper, actually. Not quite as popular, but a better elderberry flower in my elderberry flavor, excuse me, in my opinion. This is excellent. That also is has a kind of florally taste and goes well. I use that in another great gin drink. I keep on saying gin. I'm not a huge fan of gin, but I have some liqueurs that really spruce it up for me. Let's see. Let's go with another standard. Kahlua, product of Mexico. Coffee liqueur. Everybody knows this one. Black Russians, White Russians. If you watch Archer, Black Mexican. It's a joke. It's a TV show. It's just a coffee liqueur. Super popular. Everybody knows it. Very run-of-the-mill. Very sweet coffee flavor. This is chili chocolate Kahlua. I've pretty much sworn off new flavored boozes, but I bought this for a friend of mine almost as a joke. Tried it at a small house party, and I love this flavor. I'm a chocoholic anyway. Chili and chocolate doesn't seem like it should go together in something sweet, but it is amazing. I drink this in kind of a Black Russian form, and I love it. I go through bottles of this. This one's almost empty, but I've got another one under here. And some in the backup. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Campari. This is an Italian liqueur. I believe it's a after dinner drink. Very, very bitter. Not something you would really drink on your own. This is very popularly used in a Negroni. Very bright red. So if you're looking to add some color to something, or add some bitter to something and you're not using bitters, this is a great booze for that. But I've got another, something very similar, another product of Italy, another liqueur, a very similar taste profile. This is Amaro Mio, a little bit smoother, actually. I think I'll have a little. Also very, very bitter, but it's a much finer alcohol, and I think you can drink this straight, sipping it or with a little soda, little ice. Oh, that's really good. It has not quite a cinnamony mouth taste to it. Again, very bitter, but not awful bitter. Cinnamony, almost chocolatey. It's a very strange one. Might need a couple drinks of water to get that out of my mouth. Here's one we all know and love, peppermint schnapps. To tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if schnapps is a liqueur, but it is cloyingly sweet, so I'm pretty sure it is. It kind of says the whole game. It's peppermint, it's a liqueur. I use this in hot chocolates, coffee drinks. It's very strong peppermint flavor, so this needs to have something with body to stand up to it. I don't use a lot of it. Big up Bob Austin, you know who you are. This is another one of my favorites. This is St. Elizabeth's Allspice Dram. It's a product of the Virgin Islands, the West Indies. Allspice, if you smell it or taste it, you're going to swear it is, and I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but when I first tasted and smelled allspice, heard the name, and I just assumed this was all the spices. Nutmeggy, cinnamony, but it's a berry, I believe, or seed of a berry, and it is one spice. Clove, nutmeg, cinnamony, delicious. Very sweet, not something you would drink straight. Again, I will add that into coffee drinks, chocolate drinks, something with body that can stand up to that strong clove. I think clove is the closest thing I can tell you. My wife hates that, but I love it. Let's see. What else do we have? Here's another liqueur, limoncello. Not much to say about this one. Strong lemon flavor. Usually keep this one in the freezer. Product of Italy. I think we all know that one. It's not very much used in cocktails, but it's very well known. Strong lemon flavor. Here's one you may not know, Domaine de Canton. It is a ginger flavored liqueur. I love ginger, and whenever I can figure out a cocktail to add a ginger flavor to, I'll add this into it. It's kind of light. It's not a super strong, painful ginger flavor, but it is very gingery. Let's see, we're getting closer to the end. This is Baron Jaeger. This is a honey liqueur out of Germany, and this is excellent. I'm gonna have a little taste. Still got that allspice. This is made with real honey, and before the proliferation of all the new flavored boozes, this was something that I would add to almost any bourbon drink, and I still do. But they have honey flavored bourbons now. Strong honey flavor and smell. Unbelievable honey flavor. It's thick like honey. It uses a lot of honey. It's actually a fairly strong alcohol. This is 70 proof. A lot of these liqueurs are a little bit lower proof. This will go great in a toddy. Anything that you would use bourbon in and you want a little honey flavor to, this would go great with. It's great in a flask. Nice warm day, take a slug of this. It's delicious stuff. Discovered this when I was too young to drink, and left it alone for quite a long time, but came back to it. Excellent. Let's see. Apple pucker. This is something that I really only use for the Washington apple. One of my sisters really loves that drink, and so I stock it. It's a fake apple flavor, but it's a strong fake apple flavor. I think that's the only thing that I do use this for, but I have to admit I do enjoy a Washington apple. A lot of times I'll take out the cranberry juice and it'll just be Crown Royal and apple pucker on the rocks. Let's see. I think this is my last one. This is absinthe. Popularized as the Green Fairy. Back in the day it used to have wormwood in it, which does have some poisonous compounds. Nowadays you won't find any absinthe with wormwood, but it still has that very distinct flavor. Excuse me again. Trying all these boozes at once, you need a little something in between. It's a very strong alcohol. I believe it's 110 proof. A little bit of green color. See, 110 proof. A lot of people think this is out of France. I believe this one is made in France. Yep, this is a French one. I believe absinthe originated in Switzerland. Super strong licorice in the front. Super spicy. Not peppery spicy, but some sort of herbal spicy. And it's almost all licorice. This is again something, if it's used in a mixer, it'll be a tiny amount, almost just a spritz or a spray. Very delicious though. So that is what I have for my collection of liqueurs. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions you have about this, feel free to shoot me a comment down below. My question to you is, of all of these, how many have you heard of? How many are you inspired to go try? Now, before I get to the t-shirt giveaway portion of this video, if this video has been giving you any value, please give it a like, share it with your friends, leave me a comment down below. Again, anything you'd like to see from us in the future. What do I have in my bar type of videos do you want to see? This again is the Cancer Stink shirt by Threads by Brez. You can Google it. Threads with a Z by Brez, B-R-E-Z, and all proceeds of the sale of this t-shirt go to the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Great cause. For my t-shirt video giveaway, leave a comment down below. This is open to any of my subscribers. leave a random comment and I'll pick one and get in touch with you for a free shirt. Any of my students that want a free shirt, leave me a comment and I will get in touch with you, and I will give all of my students a free t-shirt if they give us a comment. And of course, Master Ramos, thank you as always. None of this is possible without you. I'll get in touch with you and I'll get you a shirt as well. Let's always remember, everybody, to practice responsible drinking. Let's practice humility. Let's practice kindness, and let's practice compassion. And thank you for being here with me today to help me practice the art of doing. Click the subscribe up there. We've got a video for use of Kahlua called the Frozen Belizean that is delicious. Click that link over there. Thanks, everybody.